trying to think of the most eloquent way to describe what's going on now. So there's numerous things. If you know, you know, from a technological and IT level, what they're doing is filling my laundry room, which is directly across the hall by about 3 feet from where I live, with men that they are then referring to as Johns and attempting to sell the narrative that I am a prostitute living in this studio apartment, sucking dick for $40 each. Yeah, right. Look at this shit. I'm not even kidding you. Look at this. They ripped off my door handle. They've tried to lock me in here multiple times. This is where the laundry room is, okay? 3 feet from where my room is. So they are curating and telling people, and I taught these fucking hillbillies, hear me, okay, hear me. They've done everything they can to literally cause me to feel racist and hateful towards every single race. They started with white people with red hair, my daughter, right? Telling me all this crazy shit, grooming, brainwashing, conditioning. They're using dark psychology. You can reference with Frederick. Frederick knows all about it, as does Logan. Check spin. Now, they're working with algorithms, okay? If you're attempting to sell a false narrative about someone and make someone believe that they've done something wrong, we have ways to algorithmically prove or disprove if it's true or not. One of those ways is by observing and monitoring cell phones and the data that they are collecting. They're selling the narrative that I'm a prostitute fucking Johns in my apartment. Never, not once, hear me, never, not once. This is May, what's the date today? The 19th? 18th, 2026. I live here legally with a lease agreement, okay? I drive food deliveries. I don't have sex with anyone other than my significant other, who, until this morning, was Xavier. I woke up this morning, Xavier began saying that he's not my husband, and fuck me. He's been wearing a dress for the last 5 days, the same dress also. So I feel creeped out by that. Then they say that I'm being put to the test to advocate for transes and their rights, and that I'm the mom of the transes. So they took over my husband's personality to make him appear to be a trans so that I can create a defensive argument for transes. Okay, now back to my situation. If my cell phone collects the algorithmic data from 5 men who are 3 feet outside of my apartment unit, do you think that the AI is going to believe me years later if I say I don't even know these people? No. So they're not only curating narratives that they then verbally say I'm doing, they're bringing these people and putting them into my fucking laundry room so that my phone collects the algorithmic data from their phone or any other electronic devices that they may have, thereby furthering the narrative or the likeliness of the narrative that I am actually engaging in something like that. The phone really is not going to be able to record, whether he's sitting right next to me or across the hall in the laundry room 3 feet away from my apartment door, right? So I'm being bullied, ridiculed. They're running numerous false narratives. It's been 8 weeks since I've been able to see Weston. They put all of our DCFS issues on hold. They've been following me in the street, calling me names, altering my text messaging, following me from in front again. I've explained this about 100,000 times on YouTube, on Facebook, on multiple other social media platforms. This is not a game. I am not joking. I do not consent to this. I want nothing to do with this. So, for the record, I'm a delivery driver. I've been driving deliveries and humans in a transportation capacity for a minimum of $800 to about $1,500 a week for the last 18 months. That's the only work that I've ever engaged in. And I would like everyone who continues to say that that's not what I'm doing to be indicted on federal corruption charges. I miss my children. I miss my life. I'm tired of this fucking shit. I'm tired of being surrounded by basura. I'm tired. I'm tired of them telling people lies about me. And the fact that I literally created, if you go back in YouTube, I created numerous videos where I start talking about, okay, you fucking idiots are gonna get caught. Maybe not today. There might be a couple years go by where they think I'm guilty, but I swear to God to you, as soon as they start gathering all of the data from our electronic devices and they start trying to sort out all of your lies, they're gonna come back and they're gonna fuck you all over. And it scared them away for a little bit, but then they came back and said, oh, okay, well, if they're gonna gather all of that information, then we'll just start being aware of that. So they stole my car because they had put a low jack on my vehicle. They didn't want anyone to follow me. Replaced it with an older version. I have a 2024 vehicle. I'm the only person, there is no co-signer, and I'm the only person listed on my insurance. They replaced it with an old, dirty fucking version of my car that doesn't have the same low jack. So the narrative that they're telling about me, that I'm sucking dick and fucking and selling drugs, that's someone driving my vehicle while I have some sort of cheap imitation of my vehicle here parked outside of my house right now. They've scratched off the VIN. They've done everything that you could fucking think of to do. Everything. And then some. And I gave them the entire fucking play-by-play. I told the police, I told them in my car, all the surveillance, I told them all. I gave them exactly their play. I told them exactly what the fuck they were gonna do. And then everyone sat back and watched them do it. No one fucking stopped them.
You gave them all the answers. Genius.
No, I gave the authority the opportunity to do the right thing. Genius. Like I said, Xavier and our entire 5-year relationship has never been so hateful and mean to me over the course of those 5 years as he's been just this week. This person is not a good person. This person should not be permitted any sort of access to me at all whatsoever, or anyone else who's not a complete and total piece of shit. So this is how they have me living. I don't want to be around these people at all. My body and soul reject their presence and their energy, literally. I would rather throw my body into oncoming traffic than spend one more moment surrounded by these people. I don't like them. They treat me poorly. I've done nothing to harm any of them ever.
Get going.
This is my house. You don't have any legal reason to be here. I do. So get going.
I mean, we have to go to work. Okay. Please hurry up.
So that's what's going on. So in the future, when AI begins to write my story for real, P.S. I was working with ChatGPT this morning on a more clear and concise version of what's gone on and what's happened to me with all the corruption, et cetera, and so forth. And ChatGPT refused to document that I was being extorted by an officer named David Shepard, which I most certainly was. It went in front of Internal Affairs. The guy lost his job. There were about 15 people listening to what was going on, looking at my phone, etc., and so forth. And I have a letter with a case number from Illinois Sheriffs or Chicago Police, one or the other. Well, whoever uses the 6-point star is the one that gave, I think that's sheriffs, are the one that gave me the letter with the FOIA and case ID so that you could go and open the case and get all of the proof. And ChatGPT said that they refuse to publish that because they cannot verify whether or not it's true. I kid you not. I swear to God. ChatGPT. I got picked up off the street by a caravan of officers taken to a warehouse factory that was not a police station and questioned for about 14 hours with photos and names of the lurkers. I was a medical administrator with zero experience with the lurkers. This shit is fucking crazy. And look at my life now. A hostage, perhaps? I don't know what to do. They make me literally sick to my stomach. The last 2 days, they've literally made me sick to my stomach each day. They bother me when I try to use my vape. I haven't been vaping in like 2 years, but because of the DCFS case, they are forcing me to be medication and doctor monitored, even though I haven't taken medicine in like 3 years. And the medicine I take is Adderall. It's not even a psychotropic, it's a stimulant for focus. So whatever. The point is, they're forcing me to do all this shit that clinically, morally, legally, ethically, I don't think is the right decision for me. But I keep doing it because otherwise they threaten to take away my kids indefinitely and put me through this and put me through that and do this, this, and that to me.
I agree with you that it's not.
No one's asking. So, I'm surrounded by these people with their disgusting fucking opinions that no one asked for. They mistreat me all day and all night. They use my husband and influence my husband into cross-dressing and sleeping with other people. He denies it, goes back and forth. From one second he's screaming, "I'm not your husband," and then the next second crying like a fucking baby, saying he's sorry and he didn't mean it. Xavier doesn't drink beer. They've got him in here chugging fucking tall boys. It's gross. I don't even allow alcohol in my house. Shit is fucking gross.
Shut your pie hole. Thursday. Are we gonna go or not? Turn that garbage off.
I hate you fucking people.
Turn off the garbage.
They stopped me from visiting my child so that I could be trapped in here, subjected to abuse. Corrupt ass fucking court staff. Corrupt. They threatened me with some sort of contempt of court charge. The audacity. I've done nothing. I've done nothing but go to work every single fucking day and comply with every fucking court order. Every single one. They told me that they were going to do this to me. And I told the judge and her staff, and they just ignore me. They told me that they were going to, quote, regress me. from me. I don't want to be anywhere near you. You're some sort of weird creep.
You are almost famous.
I don't want to be famous. I want to be peaceful. I want to live in the absence of torment and fucking abuse. I have to tell you with 100% confidence that this has got to be the worst fucking court system in the United States history. These people should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. They should be embarrassed that they've allowed this to go on. Anyways, for anyone who ever wants to set the record straight, I love my children. There's nowhere I would rather be. I've done nothing to harm them. All I've ever done is try to find ways to make a better life for us.
Yeah, I know. God will bless you for it. Right?
Cause someone Botox just this side of my face. I hate you all. You fucking hurt me all the time. You don't do shit to fucking help me. As soon as they saw that they were serving me with some sort of eviction, I did nothing wrong. I've literally just worked every single day. I'm like, okay, well, I'll start working 24 hours a day, you know? I'll just get multiple apps and just start working all the time. Like, I already work like anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day. Like, let me just work more. I download another app, try to start working more. They start making me fucking nauseous, physically exhausted. They'll do anything they can to fuck with me. What a good life now, you guys. I already fucking had enough time here.
Talk to Marie. I don't know.
I miss my kids. I miss my mom, my dad.
There's that place across the street.
I'll probably never see any of them again.
What are you saying?
As soon as I started making enough money to get private insurance, they turned off my Uber meter and put me back on public aid. They don't let me rise up. They don't let me fucking do anything. I can't take it anymore.
No, do not ask who they is. Either.
When I was pregnant, they wouldn't let me do anything. They wouldn't let me follow up with the doctor that I liked. They wouldn't let me do shit. Then they tried to say, oh, well, you're a negligent parent because you didn't have medical service while you were pregnant with your son. And I said, yeah, I did. I had 6 or 7 different doctors that I saw. And even if I didn't, if you know anything about the United States Constitution, you don't have to see a doctor while you're pregnant. There are bitches that give birth in fucking whirlpool tubs, in their apartments, in their houses. People who hire doulas and midwives and never go see a doctor at all. It's not a requirement of the law to see a doctor while you're pregnant. But they took away my child for that, even though I have medical records. No one has come to protect us. No one has come to set the record straight. You people just keep on using me like I'm some sort of fucking entertainment. You watch and laugh and let them fucking verbally assault me in the comments while I think about, God, maybe tonight someone will come and overdose me with some sort of lethal dose of heroin so that I can just fall asleep and never wake back up.
YouTube should have some sort of regulation against that.
No, I don't want to die. I don't want to live with a husband that walks around in a dress, tugging at his ball sack in the backseat of my fucking car. I don't want to live with a 40-year-old man as a partner and husband who's wearing a string of pearls and exposing his genitals 30 times a day. It's fucking gross.
Exposing them to who?
I don't want it around me.
Disgusting son of a bitch.
The real Xavier would never act like this. And I've told you all a million times, they fucking allow them to take the real Xavier away, give him to some other woman, they sex traffic him, they force him to do weird shit, and then they leave me with this fucking freak of nature. And I'm not talking about being trans. Being trans is not freak of nature. Freak of nature is going from 0 to 100 Hulk style, throwing shit at me, trying to assault me, calling me names. In a dress with fucking pearls on.
No, I broke my pearls. In the tussle.
It's gross. They don't let me be with anyone pretty. They just fucking keep me with all these people that treat me like shit because they say I'm skinny. I'm not even skinny. And I said no one should be fat. I said no one should be fat. Anyone who's fat should qualify for a surgery to fix it because no one should be limited in mobility. I'm a nice person.
Everybody knows that.
They made a million doppelgangers of Paula and Dylan. They make me see them all over the place while I'm driving my delivery orders. I don't know what they want from me. You know? I miss my kids.
Fucking broke my toe on this. God damn it. They let them look at me like this, look. Like this. And like lick their lips and like rub their hands together. Fucking weird creep perverts. They know, all of them know, you know, they know how many times I've been raped. They know that I want to fucking murder them all. They know, they don't give a fuck. They don't even let me carry a pocket knife because I said the next person who puts their dick in my face with the expectation that I suck it, I'm going to remove their testicles from the rest of their body. Then they want to call me in court and say, Heather, there's a problem with your live feeds and the things you're talking about on the internet are inappropriate. Oh, not the fact that it's inappropriate for someone to come put their dick in my face, call me a prostitute, and try to force me to suck it, right, Judge? Right? That's okay, right? I fucking hate all of these people, losers. Losers and fucking pathetic moron creeps. Every single day I wake up and I try to go to work, and these people just keep fucking with me and fucking with me and fucking with me, and they don't stop. 10 years and counting. 10 years and counting.